This is my experience doing Ben Nevis. Let's get into the video. Yeah. So we'll stop off on our way to Ben Nevis, which is just outside the Lake District. There's the van. On our journey there. Let's have a little bacon and sausage butty. Ready to hit the road. 240 miles to go.
Gosling starred in. It's accepted Barbie, the new pick. La la la, I'm bleeding my right. Our winner today!
Straight back out.
Is that it? Swim to the other side.
Good morning. So here we are at the Ben Nevis Inn. It is. There's the start of the trail. Up to the mountain. You can't see the mountain yet. Weather looks a bit it's not dry, let's say that. But we stayed in this little chalet here, which is like a little hostel. About 8 beds to a room. Really good night's kip. Ready to hit Ben Nevis this morning, and up bright and early. Hopefully get some good pictures, and hopefully it'll clear up by dinner time or something. But yeah, look at the views. Beautiful. Can't wait to get up there, to be honest. Ben Nevis Inn. Really good place to stay if you've got about 10 of you all chipping in. Not obviously what it cost, but it wasn't that expensive for 2 nights here. Really good. Let's hit Ben Nevis. There we go. Let's hit Ben Nevis. Here they are, the digs. Quality little digs they are. Good stuff. You can get them online. I'd say it's pretty cheap when you get about 10 of you to a door man.
Who's that?
Beautiful. Can't see fuck all. Snow. Visibility's about 4 meters, isn't it? Massive temperature change. In about 5 minutes, the temperature has changed. Freezing up there. I've got so many layers on. I don't know if you can see that, but hey up. Stick a pair of gloves and a hat on me, right? Beard's starting to freeze. Starting to get a bit heavy now. To the top. Mint.
A good picture.
It's mint, innit? It's like slutching it. Beautiful up here. Ben Nevis. About a kilometre off the top, I think. Can't see fuck all. heavy. It's freezing. Just over this hill. Another 20 minutes out at the peak. Upwards. 20 minutes that way. It's just fast, white. Good job I've still got maps. Don't have a fucking clue where we're going. Yeah, beautiful. There's Chris. Yeah, man. I see fuck all. It's over there somewhere. Wow. It's a big drop, that. 2 minutes from the top. 2 minutes from the top.
I don't know how much of that is snow, mate.
I know. I'm tempted. I'm tempted. Yeah. Wow. The emergency hut. Let's give them a gesture. Let's have a look in here. Let's have a look. Summit shelter for use in emergencies. Please do not use the toilet.
Should we get in there?
Let's get in.
Come on then.
Let's do it. Here we are, at the top of Ben Nevis. There's the pinnacle. I can't hang about too long. It's fucking freezing. Let's head back. Let's do this. So what did you think of the journey so far? Absolutely amazing. I've lost a lot of media, which I'm really fucking annoyed about. But after this video, I'm just going to go straight into the journey home. I'm going to go into some more details about some of the things we did and how much it cost and how long we stayed for and the price of food, the accommodation, etc, etc. So stay tuned and I'll see you at the end.
Because I ran some down as well, my fucking back of my legs are like fucking sore as fuck.
So here we are, guys. So as I said, I lost a lot of the media, which I'm fucking annoyed about, but you know, I can only make a video of what I've got left. So let's go into some things. You know, shortly after that picture, it was about a 4-hour drive home. You know, travelling to and from Ben Nevis from Lancashire, Preston, you know, takes about 6 hours. But, you know, I jumped in with two friends. We went halves on fuel. It cost us about £140 in fuel altogether, which we split 3 ways. You know, the drive's quite long. It takes about 6 hours, but, you know, once you pass Carlisle and stuff like that, you know, the views are just fucking amazing. And me personally, I don't really mind driving, and it was just a really beautiful experience. You know, some of the things that I got to see really passed the time. You know, having good conversation with good friends really helps with the journey. As we got into Scotland, you know, we went past Loch Lomond and did a bit of swimming in the loch, which was absolutely fucking Baltic. So we didn't stay in there very long, but that sort of brought the journey up, you know, refreshed, you know, woke us up a bit, got some good food, a couple of stops on the way, and then the same on the way back. I said, so it's about £40 each in fuel it cost us on average. So we went in just an old transporter van which I had lying around at work, and, you know, really reliable, and got us there safe and sound, and returned us home safe and sound. You know, the accommodation, I think a friend of mine booked it. We booked it on booking.com. You know, we found a domain that housed about 10 people, and it cost about £750 for all of us, you know, so it's about 75 quid. Stayed in there. You know, the facilities was really good, considering, you know, we spent 2 nights in, it was like a big room with about 10 beds in it, you know, bunk beds, so it was a bit like a hostel sort of type of feel to it. But the facilities, you know, the shower, toilet, the kitchen, fridge and all that stuff was all really good quality, and I really enjoyed it. And they had a restaurant upstairs. You know, it's quite expensive to eat locally around there, because obviously it's just you're paying for the location, I suppose, and you're looking at about £20, £25 for a meal and a drink, if you want to eat out or eat in a bar or something like that. But the food, you know, some bars, depending on where you go, something, but the food at the Ben Nevis Inn that we went and we ate on the last night was really good quality, and I was really happy with it. You know, I'm not bothered about spending 25 quid when I'm getting good quality food. The trip up Ben Nevis and back down Ben Nevis was about 5.5 hours, you know, but it was just, you know, you can really take your time, or you can just hit it heavy. You know, our pace was really good. You know, we went in groups, and, you know, the groups sort of split. But yeah, we made it up and down in good time. You know, we did a bit of fell running on the way back down, and I think in the last picture of that video, I think there's like a pool to my left hand side on the picture. You know, we went and did a bit of cold water therapy in there. You know, it was pissing down with rain, and we just stripped off and just jumped in. Did about two minutes in there, and then, you know, clothes back on and straight back to the shack. And once we got back and got showered, changed into dry clothes, you know, all in all, it was a really good experience. It's not easy, you know. I'd say that you'd have to have generally good fitness levels to be hitting the top of Ben Nevis. Very underestimated and very unprepared, to say the least. For me personally, you know, the clothing I was wearing, I'd say was only appropriate for about 80% of the climb. The last 20% was completely out of our depth. You know, we wasn't wearing the right stuff. People were coming out of the blizzard with fucking goggles on, frozen beard, frozen eyelashes, hats, gloves, big fucking hiking sticks, and even spikes on the shoes. But, you know, we managed to make it. If you are going to the top of Ben Nevis, I suggest that you do not fucking travel there on your own. You know, I think it'd be fucking stupid if you went on your own. You know, it's quite easy to get lost, and it's quite dangerous, and the atmosphere will make you feel very discouraged, and it's quite disorientating. You know, we stopped at the top of Ben Nevis for about 5 minutes, and because we'd stopped moving, body temperature just dropped dramatically, and, you know, started shivering, couldn't feel my hands and my toes, you know, and I had to keep moving and get out of there, basically, get a couple of pictures and keep moving. The drive home, you know, there's a lot of stuff missing there, which I'm really really gutted about. You know, it's the first time I've used this app and tried to edit this media myself, and I've lost quite a bit of the journey. But nevertheless, really good experience. And I think we did the booking through booking.com or something like that, or Beds B&Bs or something. Another thing as well, you know, if you're going and stopping at Ben Nevis, you can keep it quite cheap if you've got a group of friends to go with you. You know, we did it there was 10 of us went, so it didn't cost that much, you know, splitting the cost. But also, you don't have to go and eat out. You know, you can go to there's a Morrison's nearby, where you can just grab some food, and obviously the domain that we stayed in come with the facilities to cook, so you can keep it quite cheap and cheerful. What else was I gonna say? I think that's about it. Yeah, make sure you're prepared. Never go alone. You can do it on the cheap. You know, it was a brilliant experience. Even the travelling to and from Ben Nevis was really good, you know, because of the views. You know, you can stop at a couple of points and get food, and the views are just amazing. Would I do it again? The only reason why the only reason I can come up with not doing Ben Nevis again is because there's so many other experiences to be lived, you know, and there's not much time. There's so many other places that I want to get under my belt. But yeah, really glad that I made it to the top. Really glad everybody made it down safe and sound. And yeah, 10/10. I would definitely recommend Ben Nevis. You know, try and make a little weekend of it if you can, because you know, the 6-hour journey there and the 6-hour journey home, you know, you don't want to be just staying for one night. You know, a lot of people do the 3 Peaks challenge in 24 hours, but you know, we've been having talks, and maybe that's something that we're going to be doing in the future. But obviously we'd have to do some alternate driving and stuff like that, because you're gonna have to get some rest at some point. But yeah, the local area around there is it's all quite local. You know, there's quite a lot of facilities when it comes to shopping and stuff within 10 minutes of Ben Nevis when you get there. You know, so you could just go and do a shop and cook in the domain and in the facilities and keep it quite cheap. Very quiet, very peaceful. I can't fault it. I can't fault the accommodation. I can't fault the price. I can't fault the experience. There's literally nothing that I could have done better. Maybe just tried not to lose some of the media. You know, there is a fucking lot of stuff there that I've missed out, which I'm, you know, we learning from my mistakes, really. But even though I have missed quite a lot of things out, I think there's quite enough there to get an idea of what the Ben Nevis experience has to offer. Crack on, leave your comments in below, you know, subscribe to this page. I'd love to hear your feedback. Tell me what you think of the video. Stay connected, stay blessed, stay safe. Travel. Life's too short. Brilliant experience. Ben Nevis 2023. Thanks for watching, guys.